My name is Derek Pirtle, and I'm the general manager here at the Courtyard in Matthews, North Carolina. I've probably been here maybe 6 or 7 years, about that time, and it's a 121-room property, and it's about 22 years old. So we were ready for a facelift. Well, FCP was the first time I've met them was during this project. We've never had an exterior project before, and with FCP, I will be honest with you, it was a great experience from start to finish. But let's start with the beginning. FCP sent their construction manager, Michael, and the superintendent who would be staying at the property and here on a daily basis, Stephen, to meet with me, to tell me the scope of the project, what to expect, what might be going on during this process, which was great because I've never had an exterior renovation before. And that was critical to me. So one of the major hurdles we faced here was a lot of the construction was the front entrance. They were having to tear down and rebuild the portico. That's a major job. They're reframing the front of the building, major job. This was going to be a major disruption for our guests, arriving and departing and coming and going. That's serious. And they said, but we have a plan. We're going to go ahead, and they told me their plan was they were going to build a tunnel. Because this company, FCP, said first and foremost is safety and security. That's what we need to do. We want to make sure that your guests will not be hurt or injured or feel threatened in any way. I said, really great. So they built a great tunnel, they painted it, we put signs in it, they put lights in it. So even though it was like a tunnel for their protection of the guests, it was a safe environment, a welcoming environment. And I'm glad that they took the safety and security of our guests. FCP never, throughout the entire project, always put that first and foremost. FCP every single day left the site perfect. What they did is they went ahead, towards the end of the day, they cleaned up after themselves. What does that mean? That means they went ahead and made sure there wasn't caution tape flying around. There wasn't pieces of plastic in the parking lot. There wasn't gray tape, red tape, blue tape. They didn't leave their machines or sanders or whatever the machines they use laying around. No, everything was put away. Was it put away neatly? Yes, and that was another critical thing. I didn't want it to look sloppy. I wanted it to look, it's a construction project, it's not like perfect. However, it doesn't look sloppy. It can look organized construction. They put their stuff in a nice, organized manner, and it was appreciated because it made much less disruption, and it was it led to a better guest experience. I'm not gonna lie to you, it really did. Another thing I really want to talk about is the schedule that FCP kept. Wow, I'm gonna tell you, they were spot on. What they did is they said, Derek, what are the best hours you want us to be here? I said, well, actually maybe 9 to 5, 9 to 6. Give a chance, a little bit late risers, but by 9 o'clock, go for it. And kind of close it down by 6, for people that come back. They may not be sleeping, but they come back and they got to do work in their rooms, on their laptops or on the phone or whatnot, and we don't want the disruption, and so they can focus on what they got to do. No problem. I didn't have to go and follow up behind them. I would come in early. Never before 9 were they working, never after 6 they were working. And I respect that because they respected me, my needs, my company, and our guest needs. And I say FCP, I give you kudos for that. I would highly recommend FCP, and actually I have. I've actually had more than one company stop by because they're considering the same exact exterior renovation. They want to see, well, what's it going to look like? What does it entail? What can we experience? So I said, come on in. And what do you need to know? Can we talk to you? Yes, actually, I went to one company. They were here looking around. I said, can I talk to you? Can I help you with anything? They go, really? I go, yeah, of course, I'd be happy to talk to you. I go, what do you need to know? I go, I believe in FCP. I believe in Michael. I believe in Stephen. They've been like this with me the whole time, working with me, making things happen the way they're supposed to, and it was perfect. And it turns out, believe it or not, one of the companies I spoke to, guess what? Hired them. It's going to be one of their projects in the pipeline, just because of talking to me, talking to Michael, talking to Stephen, communicating, seeing what was going on. I mean, it was a win-win for everybody, I believe.